Alright, so, hi guys. I'm Amy. I'm back inside. I didn't get a chance to go to Discord yet, but, Disco there, Disco there. So we're gonna, um, finish, you're gonna hang out with me while I just finish this one dream catcher up, and then see where it
Free
goes from there.
popcorn next Saturday at all locations cinema.
Okay.
Cineplex Odeon. We'll see a movie next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, I'm supposed to rotate the device. Okay. So maybe it has that way. But I'm here. My hair's a mess. You know, I didn't really do too much to it. But I did, you know, get to be a little bit different. Anyways, we still have the golden tone going on here, so we're still living in the Golden Palace. So if anybody's asking where I am, just tell them I'm in the Golden Palace. That's all you need to tell them. They won't care. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, they won't be too concerned about me living here in the Golden Palace. So, you know, if somebody actually, if I was to go missing, I think it would probably be days before anybody came and looked for me. But, you know, that's a good thing because, you know, then I get to have my peace of mind when I get to go out, right? So we're just finishing up this one little one that I'm just kind of throwing together here. Um, so we can chat and hang out until, you know, um, until we need to change topics or whatever. So why don't you guys tell me how your week's going? Like, how are you guys finding the last little bit as far as your energy levels, you know, in regards to your actual readings? Like, you know, I'd really love to get some feedback on them. It's very, you know, it kind of makes me feel good to know that I'm doing the right thing. And my computer just timed out. Mm. I shouldn't have timed out. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's get this little bird, get this one finished here so we can move on to the next one. So, so happy, what is it, Sunday to everybody today? It's, you know, back to work, back to the grind tomorrow for everybody. I kind of, you know, I'm kind of glad that I don't have like a 9 to 5 job anymore. I don't think I'd be able to handle it personally. Like, for real. For real. I don't think I could, you know, do a 9 to 5 job anymore after, you know, being, you know, basically I work from my house. I always have. Alright, so we're gonna pop the channel. Cop cars, one ambulance, another fire truck went again. Okay, that's yesterday's, or earlier today. We don't want that one. But yeah, it was nice to get outside today, you guys. Like, seriously, we've been having such cold weather up here, extremely cold weather, to where it's basically almost snowed a couple of times, but didn't. Thank God for that, because anybody that drives out in BC, where I live, has a little bit of not very well snow, you know, snowmobiling in their car. You know, they become like it automatically goes put windshield in front of and automatically just blinds them, like, you know, and it can't undo what, you know, is so in so what's the word I'm looking for, it's burned into you, kind of thing, like your soul, you know what I mean. I don't even know what I mean right now, but hey, it's all good in the hood. So we're gonna finish this little dream catcher up. It's just a tiny little guy, you know. You know that somebody's requesting it for a friend of theirs that's kind of feeling down and wanted me to make one for her. You know, and it's good because, you know, if it helps calm, you know, the energy down that's within, that is, you know, wreaking havoc or whatever you want to call it, right? I do make them. I don't make them just for dreams. I also do them for like spiritual purposes. Like if you wanted to buy one, it's not like you have to have it gifted to you. You know, it's got the energy in it. I strictly make them by the book. You know, and I take pride in my work. Definitely. And I can't be. Okay, so I gotta stand like this now. Okay, so we got one more red one to do down here. So yeah, so I don't mind it. Like, I actually really enjoy making these for people, you know. So I'm gonna be probably taking them to what we call like a free flea market and try selling them there as well. Now that I'm getting a little bit more, time to myself here, a little bit here and there, um, it'll actually work out a lot better for me. Alright, so that we have still one more color to put on that little puppy, but I just wanted to see how she be looking. She be looking good. She be looking good. Okay. So now I have one more color to put on. And this one's going to be the harder one because it's not going to be. Well, maybe they'll work. I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. No, not those ones. Not those ones either. Alright, so we got. They're kind of, well, they're not really gray. I think they're more like, well, yeah, I guess they are gray, but they look awfully white to me against the red, in the background. So I'm gonna see how we can maneuver these little feathers into being, the right size and nothing too far and outlandish. I always clean up the feather before I actually attach it anywhere, so that you get rid of like the over hairs, stuff that is just kind of a nuisance. Like it's almost like the soft part of the feather, but I like to have a clean cut feather. Right, my feathers have to be very clean cut. I like to have them, looking good when I do them. So go ahead, turn it on.
I got a leaf here.
Yep. So we're just gonna take a couple of these little black guys here, and they're actually not too bad. They're not too bad for shape. Um, for the dream catcher that we're currently working on. Oh, what happened here? Something happened here. Okay, so this one's kind of a little bit wonky one. People might not use that one. Okay, we can use this one. This is a good one too. We'll clean it up a bit here. There we go. That's better. That's perfect. Okay. So, right now. Oh, what are we doing here? Okay, so we got that. I think we can just use, no, not that one. I'm gonna use this one. This one's small enough. I'm gonna cut it off ahead of time. We're just gonna clean the feathering up around it. There we go. Perfect. We got her set. Alright. The one thing I do want to do is make it a little bit more flexible here. Okay. Move this up a little bit. I'm going to grab another set of pleats. And then we have it going. So now you have to have silver in the middle. Okay, so we're going to go black, silver in the middle. This one is a very simple. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, this bead's not even. There's something stuck in it. Okay, so that's some. Now maybe it'll go on better. There we go. There we go. There we go. And hang them on the silver in the middle. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we'll put okay. There you go. Oh, we gotta fix a little bit there. Mm-hmm. Here's this one. Some black. So it takes a little bit to do the feathers and stuff, but it's really not that bad. I try to stand up for the most part because I get tired of sitting. But it's good to have like even like your table a bit higher than what you normally would have. What's going on with this fella? There's a little bit of a trim to it. Okay, so we got a little bit more here to take off. There we go. And I'm ready for the next one. There you go. Okay. One more black one here to do. Three beads. So, anyways, what kind of questions would you have in regards to um, shamanism, or me being First Nations to begin with, and making my dream catchers authentic handmade ones by actual native um, are the best ones to have, because we actually do put some of our spirit energy into them for protection. At least I do with mine. I always send it with a little bit of a boost, you know, so it works well. But they can also be like made for protection, like from evil spirits or energies, whatever you want it to be. I can put that energy in it when I'm actually making it for you, like a protection, say protection prayer, or say saying the protection prayer as you you know do these kind of things. And for some people, I guess that deal with spirit and actually end up having to deal with the demons, like for real. Makes me wonder, because I get them and they don't bother me any. They don't bother me by any means. So, okay, so this one's a smaller one. It's a black, red, and white. I should have put some yellow on it, maybe. I was thinking about hanging a couple feathers from the center, um, or like a bullhead. I think maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll hang the bullhead right in the middle of the dream catcher, so that's a bit of character. Now I have to find it. Um, right there. Right here. What color am I looking for again? I don't know where it would be. I know that I did have one. Here, I'm checking that. I'm gonna check in this one, in this bin here. There's the black piece that I need. Blue beads. Okay, so I don't know. That's okay. I might just make a center feather for it, um, just out of another white feather, and just have it hanging from the center. You know, and then it can just hang there. Right. And that's what it'll look like. Oops. So, okay. I could make a tougher one. The, these ones. See if we can make one that looks really good. Here's a nice black feather. This little feather doesn't really need to be long there, but you know, I hang something with a little bit of red now. I don't have other feathers. I'm going to grab on the other ones. Yeah. Hang on. There we go. Here's a small one. No. So yeah, so I take it I don't really go too fast when I'm doing this stuff. You know, I don't really I don't really like moving too fast. So we'll put that one right in the middle. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Should I just leave it? What do you think? What do you guys think? Should I put the feather up here, kind of off to the side a bit? You know, kind of off to the side or dangling in the middle. You know, having that one in the middle. I totally forgot about doing the beads, so I was going around and round and round and realized later on that, I'm actually missing the beads on here. So I didn't get a lot of beading done on it. So I'm trying to think of, a different way that we can maybe make that, a little better looking. I think maybe we should find smaller ones. I don't really want a big, huge, something huge in the middle of that. In the middle of that. This one might be a little bit better. I'm sure we could find a smaller version like this one. I think those other ones were just too big. Yeah, and then we just put that right in the middle. That'll look better. Right, so this puppy. And then that fire into those are. There we go. There we go. A little tough for the feathers. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put the jump in. Those on here. Sorry I'm being so quiet. I'm just kind of, focused on getting this one kind of finished for the day. Being very cooperative. There we go. Okay. Right out of the way. A little bit of a gap there. So maybe. Alright, so that's a pretty good spot for it. We'll tuck her in there. Damn it. That came off. This is not. Okay. We'll put it in the higher one. Okay. There we go. Finished. Another. This one's a real small one. I think this one's only like a 3.5, 4-inch hoop. But, I think it turned out pretty good. Now we just have to find space for it to hang out. I guess we can hang on the fridge. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's like that. Just come over here. Now I have to find somewhere to hang this puppy. I need to find somewhere for this little one to go. Now we're gonna hang there. Not now I'm gonna start working on some different ones. We're just gonna tidy up here for a minute, and we're gonna actually probably hang it back there. Maybe this part. Hold up. Okay. And what? I do have tack somewhere here. I have no idea. I'm gonna end up running out of space here for all these little dream catchers here. Up here. Yeah, you're just a little free bird one. Alright. So that one's done. You know, I got a bunch of whole new feathers in, so that's why I'm wanting to get started more on my dream catchers as well, because I actually have stock that, you know, I've been kind of waiting for almost 2.5 months to receive. So, you know, it all has to come from China, and you get better deals. So, you know, when you order from them on the other side of the world, you know, you definitely get, you know, you get your money's worth. If you're with the right person, you know what I mean. So that one can go away. This one can go away for now. There's one up here. See if you can stay out. Others. These feathers go over here. And these feathers go into the random feather bag. This one's kind of a cool feather. Neat little feather. Actually, I'm just going to toss it in here. I don't think it's really going to make a difference. You know, that's the only bag that I get to do the red with. So I will end up doing probably another one, but just not with red or black. So that's garbage I can on the floor. These are all black. So places go up here. Okay. So we are all, you know, I'm just getting this put away. I love my golden house. You know, I'm really privileged to have a golden house. It's not as golden though, I don't think. Maybe it's just the tone of the paint that we put on. Just go back over there. And that goes over there as well. All right, and this can go away for now. My big needle over there. Gun, my glue gun can stay right where it is. Actually, no, I'm not going to unplug it yet. So, what do we have going on today, guys? My hair is like messed. Okay, so where is my... There we go. Lots of talking going on. Chiante, where has everybody been? Like, you guys just disappear and we don't ever hear from you. Kind of, you know, thought you fell off the edge of the earth, you know, seeing as the flat earthers seem to want to make everybody believe that there's an edge to this world and that we're going to fall off one day. I said, you know, pack me my bungee cords up here. I'll jump off the edge of the edge of the world. That definitely would be my idea of fun, right? All right. All right. There. That's better. There. Much way better. All right. Okay. So, have you guys been explained how the free readings work on this channel? You know, if you're here just to get a free reading, um, I'll be picking and choosing who gets readings. Like, I'm not gonna just allow everybody just to come spam my channel and make me feel like I have to go jumping. So slow down, everybody. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna be here when you know finish typing out your question. I'm not going anywhere. Um, So, Elizabeth, happy Sunday to you too, Elizabeth. The last reading from you was point on all fronts so far. That's good to hear. I'm really happy that you're reconnecting with somebody that you had a relationship back in the days, right? So now we've got the neighbor upstairs. He's cranking his music. They've been drinking, so now we get to listen to music till 11:30, 12 o'clock, right? But he usually has like a 6-pack of beer and passes out. Um, so Rosie Rodriguez, how are you? I am fine. For the most part, I'm pretty chill today. I'm enjoying my day. Went outside today and did my readings outside today, and it was nice. Like sitting out in the sunlight and just soaking up all that vitamin D that we don't get a lot of when we get into like the fall season and the winter seasons around BC. We get just rain. So we've had a lot of flooding, so it's kind of nice that we're having a break in the rain, that we're not having any serious, flooding problems, which is a bonus. So, Rosie Rodriguez. Okay. When was the last time you got a reading on this channel? That's what I'm just wondering. Where's my books? Yeah, one sec. I'm going to get my book over here. That's where I keep all my records of who I've done readings for and when they had their reading done on what day, so then I can go back and review anything else that was kind of popping out for that day. Okay, so Red Moon. I'm gonna have to try phoning her. She's in Mexico. I didn't know that, but I did send her an invite. For her to join this channel. I guess it didn't go through. Trying to get myself in this. Okay. Now, try a little bit more to the left, please. Okay, that's good enough. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, that's even better. So it's 6 o'clock, people. Time to be having dinner. If you're not having dinner and you're just going to hang out here with me on the channel, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. We do have currently people with outstanding readings. So if anybody knows of these following, our subscribers that we do have here. So Brianna Rotten, Kurt93, Lacey McBride, Red Moon, John Gray, and Scorp444 all have, I believe, readings outstanding. So if they don't want to be having, the communication, then I'm just going to cancel the reading. And, if they're not, communicating back, to finding a best suited way to do the reading for them. So we're doing it on Discord. So that's how we're going to be doing them from now on. Private readings that we can all be part of and move forward. Okay. Oh, Keontae, mostly. Hello, stranger. How are you? I just got to your actual chat there. I didn't even see it. Wow. Well, that's good. You're busy little bee. Oh, that's too bad. Hi, Daisy. My Daisy, my onion. I like how you put that in Discord for that. So basically, for all our subscribers, there is another site that I have kind of set up for us to be able to, actually live feed and direct and talk in real time as a group, so that we can each, don't have to worry about what's being said in the chat. We all just, start, getting to know each other, and I'm going to be doing kind of a full cleanse of my spirit. That means like the food that I eat, the situations that are not so healthy for me, like chips and all that stuff. I put on a couple of pounds over Christmas, so I have to go and work it off now. Jump on my bike and go for a bike ride. So, I'm getting and I'm getting a shooting pain right in the center of my back. So whoever is, that hurt. That hurt. Don't be messing with my energy. Do not be going for core energy because that core energy is mine. But it shot me in the back, whatever that was. It shot me in the back. Oh, and it hurts. It's sore. What the hell happened there? Oh, like it's still there. Weird. Um, let's see what else. And I've got my partner. My partner's up, doing yard work and tidying up like he always does when I do my live streams. But yeah, so today we're gonna, you know, be very relaxed. Today is just, Sunday is kind of like a loafing day. I usually don't come on, but I missed a couple days last week, so I got to make up for my schedule, right? Yes, the new Discord group. Me too. I've got some pounds. Okay, well then we can work on maybe a little diet plan, or I'm drinking a lot of tea now. I'm trying to not get away from the coffee thing, so I'm trying to drink more tea. This one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's really, really good. And it's a Walmart brand. And it's really good. I really love it. I'll find out what it is. Oh, that hurts. It shot me right in the back right here, and I can't even move my arm yet. Um, yeah, so it's Finest Excellence tea from Walmart. And it's a vanilla rooibos or rhubarb or something like that. How do you pronounce it? That's some good tea. It even tastes cold. Even when even if you let your teas go cold, it still has a really nice flavor to it that you could drink it just cold in a cup, like an iced tea almost. Yeah. So, okay. So let's get down to business. Are we doing readings tonight, or are we not? Let's see. All right. I got a pair of scissors here, so everybody watch out. Emmy with scissors. That could be dangerous. Woohoo! All right. Just chop all my hair off while we're sitting here, and then hack it all to shit, and then have to shave it all off. Just go on a vengeance. Don't bring scissors near me. I might cut my hair. I cut my own hair to begin with, but knowing me, I might go overboard and just take an upper one instead of a lower, angled one. All right, so we're getting into readings here, or are we just gonna chit chat and have a relaxed day, or 1,200 calorie a day diet? That's a diet? Well, like Britney Spears, it works. Does it really? Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I'll have to check into that. Definitely have to check into that. So Rochelle wrote, greetings. I was wondering if you could tell me when my angels are trying to tell me, please. All right. We can. I'm not too sure. There could be a possible lineup here. I'm not hearing anything from my moderators. If there is, you can play guess the number. Yeah, that's for all you regular people that are here all the time that don't get chances to, get your free reading. But I'm gonna keep my strength up for these ones. I'm playing here. I'm sitting here with my glue gun plugged in. We're doing Google. We're gonna do some. We're gonna do some repairing with Mr. Glue Gun here. Well, I'm gonna get some more glue. Oh well. Anyways, I don't even know what we're doing. You guys are calling the shots today. It's Sunday, so I'm not really wanting to um, be interactive. I'm just here because I know that can do the readings. So yeah, so if you want, um, let's see. I don't know how many people are even in chat. I just see it going flying by on my Android, so I have to get caught up when I'm actually on my desktop or my laptop just to see who's here and who's come in and if I mute. So we have Rosie Rodriguez. I was wondering if my future program would be like characteristics. Oh, you mean we'll be have the same interests? Okay, well, right now I'm looking in the. Okay. Okay. Let's figure this out. So I see that was it Rachel that came in first and asked. My scroll button's not working very good today. Okay. So we're gonna go all the way up. So okay, happy Sunday. Okay, on all fronts. How are you? You ask a question. So Rosie Rodriguez, you're the first one. With your question, if it's in regards to a reading, let me know ahead of time so I can just have it, accessible. Um, if you want card reading or if you want a pendulum reading or an oracle reading. So we do have the tools to give you a very quick reading. So Rosie Rodriguez, I was wondering, will my future partner be like characters? What do you mean by like? Like on the same kind of idea? It all depends on what you want to manifest as far as a partner. If you're gonna get one that has the same interests as you, that'll be fun for a while. But then you guys are gonna get boring of doing the same thing over. Speaking from experience. All right, so you want to know if your future partner will be like characters, which I don't understand. What like what? You know, it reminds me of like people back in the old days used to go like. It used to drive me nuts that word. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. All right, so let's get this ball rolling before I fall asleep. So if somebody can, you know, go through the chat and let me know whose readings we're doing, and then I'll kind of pick and choose to pick which ones I feel that are being drawn to the most, which will get priority on. There's also I do have a Patreon account now set up as well, so you can go and check that out. Look for Mystic Oracle 333. I changed my name. I'm still a shaman. I still want to do that, but I'm having an identity crisis with myself right now. So I'm trying to see which side of the plate I want to be on. Like, do I want to be just strictly shamanism? Do I want to be able to do my tarot card readings? I want to be able to do it all, really. So um, that's what I'm hoping for. And yes, my eyes get itchy. I think it's the makeup that I bought. Doesn't agree with me. Oh, yawning. Okay, so we're doing Rochelle first, and then Chianti. Chianti. Okay. So what I'm just supposed to stop for a minute. I'm not sure why, but getting that again. Alright. Alright, so I just feel scattered today. Anyway, so we're gonna do your reading for you. I'm gonna light a I need to light our candle here. It's going to pour a little candle. So where's my matches? We're gonna bring out the candles. Okay. Wow. Put them to the side. Put them to the side. There we go. Um, the incense is not. We're not burning any incense tonight. I've been burning it all day, man. Kind of, I think I got a headache from it, actually. All right, so here we go. So we'll give it a shuffle. Shuffle for your reading is for Michelle. This is for Michelle. Is there any messages that Michelle is to be receiving at this time from her angels? She wants to know if her guides are trying to communicate with her, and if they are, what is the message that you have for her? Please, you can use me as a channel to send that message to her as well. It's perfectly fine with me. I'm gonna keep an open mind. I'm really be focusing on, whatever's on your mind. Oh, come on, go together, you guys. So whatever's on your mind, if it's the one thing that you want to really focus on, or is there a number of things that you'd like to take an opportunity to kind of get an idea of what is really going on in your life, where you're headed. Is more in depth, but I can sometimes glance ahead with it, right? So sometimes we can get ahead of it and actually be able to see it coming when it does hit. Okay. See, these cards aren't working for me tonight, so I don't know if I want to use them. They're very stiff, but they're old. Like they're moving slow. They're moving really slow. Not the operator. I'm trying to speed them up, but there we go. Now we're getting some rhythm going, boys. Boys. Yeah, we're getting the rhythm going now. All right, so now we're in tune. Okay, everybody's tuned in, tuned on, and don't tune out yet. Okay, so we want to be able to get the messages out. All right, enough shuffly. We're gonna cut the deck. All right, so beep. Keep that back in there. Okay. So let's see what the universe has for messages for let's see what direction, or if there's any information that needs to be said today in regards to the person requesting this reading from Michelle. So Michelle's focusing her energy on what she's trying to find and to be able to work with for whatever you have in store. And your first card is the Knight of Swords. One second here, I have to pull into my resources. I see that. I feel that you're getting the idea of what your spiritual kind of position is. Like the Knight of Swords looks like a champion. Like he looks after his monstrous horse. Like the horse is just huge, and he's such a little tiny person. It's like the fool being on the back of a horse and not knowing if the horse is going to run or what it's going to do. But he's still holding up his sword, right? So the horse is ready to go. Like the horse is like, okay, can I leap now? And it's like in frozen kind of mode right now. And the little guy on the back is kind of like, oh yeah, giddy up, horsey, giddy up, giddy up. And the horse isn't listening. I think he's maybe had some transportation problems going on. And I say that with the utmost, genuine. I believe that he's having transportation problems. Um, Maybe his car's broken down. So he's finding alter ways to get to where he's going. But he's bit off a little bit more than he can chew with this horse because this horse is very strong, and a little guy like that probably wouldn't be very helpful to being bucked off that horse. But he's risking it. He's risking it all, and he's jumping on the horse and says, "Let's get going. This is what we're here to do, and we need to get working." So it could be a new animal coming into your life. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to ride over in a horse if this is a love connection. He's not going to ride over on his horse and then say, "Hey, let's go for a bite to eat, and then we'll park our horses at the OK Corral," right? So, he's not very he's very timid. He's not really always right there in comprehension level, but Um, I feel that this energy is coming towards you, and you're going to end up having to be a teacher to this person and teaching them how to ride a horse. First of all, you need to learn how to ride a horse before you can go to battle. Because if the horse keeps going, he stops, and the horse keeps going, then they have literally a problem. And then we have to go, Houston, we have a problem. Um, I don't know why I'm doing that. It's bizarre. I keep going into the past. Um, when I look at this card, it's bringing me into the past for some reason, and it's not being clear as to why it's bringing me and wants me to revisit the past. Because my past is all healed. I've done all that, but maybe go remote viewing with the person that has to go and do this. I'm confused myself as to why there is even a night coming out when um, the person is not even close to being up top dog. Almost like he cut the cord, took off, and ended up manifesting this situation for him. You hear a lot of people talking about manifesting situations. I think there's more you walked into the situation. I don't feel that you manifest everything that happens in your life. You make choices and decisions to go to do grocery shopping, or you go hang out with friends. Those livelihood choices that we make. So having somebody mind control you, and I've experienced it. I don't know how they would do it, but they would do it through the music. And there's times where I've gone and done readings for people. One morning I finished a reading off for a friend of mine, and I went to turn the radio on, and it was a demon coming through the music, through the station, expressing himself to whoever will listen, right? So that's okay, no worries. You do live here too, No worries. So yeah, like I feel that this is a young energy that's trying to move up the ranks faster than he should be, is what I'm seeing. I think this could be a very disastrous state if this boy is actually going to take on this horse and go galloping with it. He'd probably take one gallop and buck him off, and he'd be toast. Like look at him. He's just so small compared to the horse. But the horse is like ready to go, and he's like, "Are you holding on? Better be holding on because here we go." Boom, 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 boom. Right. Okay, so what was your question again, Rochelle? Your question's not even sitting in my head right now. It was in regards to relationship, right? All right. If you could retype it for me, because I'm drawing a blank here, like I'm not, attuned to the right channel at the current moment, because a lot of other messages are coming for other people that are actually, I'm seeing the people come into the chat. What if my angel's trying to tell me lately? Okay. And I think I'm going to actually use the spirit animal cards for this one, because they're a little, it's a different technique when you're using oracle cards. It's not like tarot, so it's two different, kicks of the can. So we're gonna pull out our trusty dandy notebook as well, because I haven't really spent a lot of time with these cards at all. So we're just gonna pull them out and see what we got, because sometimes when tarot isn't feeding you any information, and I was just sitting there trying to channel in information, but the channel that I'm supposed to be listening for you is not communicating. There's a breakdown in communication or something, or maybe they just thought you gave up on them. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, these cards are like monster cards. So this is gonna take a little while to shuffle. I'm like trying to shuffle these big cards, and it's not working so well. So we're gonna put them on the table, mush them up a bit here. All right. All right. Okay, so you got like a 50-50 chance here. So everything is gonna kind of get broken down into half. Okay, so your workload might change. It might go down. It might be you might end up with a different workload. But I'm seeing that for right now, everything is kind of 50-50 in your life. Whether it be with your partner, it's a 50-50 kind of situation that you need to be focusing on. Like you're both working together, and that's why it's even like it's almost like it's in the shape of a heart, right? But for it to kind of end up like this is representing that you're both putting your energy into the relationship for sure, and that you're finding the balance that each one has to offer. Like the cards are perfectly. Yeah, I'll show you if I can raise them up here. But if you're looking down on them, they have the exact same gap between each card set. So and the overall is the dog. So loyalty. You do have a loyal partner. You don't have to really worry about. You have a lot of loyal friends, but be aware of. We have also the snake showing through a little bit here, but it's transformation. Like how it ends up losing its skin. When it molts and gets rid of it, and ends up moving into a newer body, and just get rid of the old skin. Now, if we could actually do that, which we do, I understand that we do actually molt 24/7. But my question is, why can't we just have one skin and just go through one molt a year, and it would just fall off, and we wouldn't have to worry about all this, chaos and everything else, that us women go through when we're getting of age. So I'm going to pull some cards from this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them in two separate piles for now. And I'm going to pull from the first card from the... No, we're going to go right. We're going to take the right pile. So I'm going to check with our little pendulum here. Well, good evening, pendulum. Are these the cards that I'm supposed to pick from for Rochelle's reading tonight? Hang on. I'm not seeing here. Yep. Okay, so are these the cards to do Rochelle's reading with? Is it the right side of the deck? Alright, Spirit, thank you very much. You may stop now. So that was a no, so we're not using that deck. We're going to go over to the other half of the deck that we managed to cut evenly of cards and see if this is the deck that we're supposed to use for the reading tonight. Is this the set of cards that we're going to use for the reading tonight? And it's no too. It's not answering. So it's taking its time to review them, maybe. Spirit's reviewing the cards to let us know which ones we're going to be using. But I'm beginning to think that maybe the left side or the right. So do you want left or right? We'll make it up to you. You can call it as far as which deck we use. Do you want the pile A or pile B for the reading? I'm gonna open pile A. Okay, so we'll use your pile A. Okay, so let me put those ones aside. All right, so we're gonna use these cards for your reading today. And let's see what's in store for you. Okay, so I'm gonna use this little deck. It's a small deck, so you know it shouldn't be too bad of a reading. Okay, so let's go laptop back here. Okay, okay. This can just slide away from that. Okay, put it on there. Okay. So we're gonna do your like your weekly reading here. Just moving some stuff out of the way so we can get as much space going here as we can possibly get. Okay. I need my spectacles. I got a pendulum. It can go back now. Let's get your okay, so I have to look at the lays because I've never done the lays on these ones. We'll do the power for animal spread. It's simple, it's easy enough that we'll be able to get through that rather quickly. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we have on the bottom of it is fairy penguin, and it's saying willpower. Make sure you're noticing that you have to have the willpower to get through things, and you know, to make choices and making the right decisions and stuff. It does give you kind of like a more satisfied feeling with yourself when you get to do you know, your willpower and be in control of it. That you are the only one driving the bus when it comes to your willpower. Your free will is very important, and don't let anybody try to take that away from you or make you feel like you have to give it up. Okay, so the first card we have is we have a Kachinda, which is a personal protection. So there may be a situation coming through for you with maybe an interaction with spirit guides. Make sure you're using personal protection, or this can be on, you know, in your relationship right now, because it could be a time of, you know, fertility. So maybe personal protection means more than just, you know, carrying a can of mace and protecting yourself when you go out. It could have different meanings, like, you know, to prevent having babies. You know, there's numerous things that we can ask for personal protection from. But the one that you want to maybe focus on is maybe possibly what somebody is, you know, kind of putting the energy out for you in a negative manner. They're putting like a spin on everything you say and kind of making your accountability or your credibility kind of go through the shitter. Okay, so be aware of who's around you, who's talking, and see and look and notice the people that are trying to gain information from you, that ask you a lot of questions, that, you know, you kind of raise a red flag. Why do you want to know the details of, you know, where I live, or, you know what I mean? Like, you don't give details if you don't feel comfortable with giving them. You know, so the personal protection is, you know, it reminds me, like, he looks like a little mole, right? Like a little tiny mole, right? So you can see that. But he's like a little mole, and he's doing his job. He's a tiny little creature, but, you know, he doesn't give in very easily. He keeps moving, you know, and it looks like he's got quills on him. If you got too close, he would probably quill you. Then we have I always get this one wrong. Violation, which is wisdom. That's what we're all gaining from our spiritual awakening. Is we're gaining more wisdom, more knowledge on how things work, and you know, coming alive in this generation that we have today with the whole thing of coming to a spiritual understanding amongst many nations. and everybody correlating to it sooner or later, or it balances or comes into their life at the most unforeseen time. Like mine came at a time of when I really needed it. I was like just at my wit's end, and then all of a sudden, boom, had my awakening. It took almost 5 years for me to complete my side of it, so that I wasn't fearful anymore, so that I wasn't, taking on too much. And then you have the snake. The transformation is a very gradual one, so that's your the highest point of the reading. So your transformation, you may not realize you are going to end up going through one, and it happens just like it can happen overnight. Like your whole outlook on things just changes. You wake up the next day and it's like you just jumped out of a dream. Okay, that's what happened with me. And then music was I was channeling music for messages to people, and I just couldn't believe how much in tune I became, and like that little antenna thing went straight up. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Um, so as the cards are laid out, then you have the dolphin, which is breath. So remember, you got to breathe, relax, don't take on too much. If you're feeling overwhelmed, sit down, take a few breaths, close your eyes, and just gather your thoughts or your, situations that are maybe draining you, and just pick and choose certain ones you want to work on for the day. Work through them. And then you have the little mouse. You have little mouse at the bottom here. He's scrutiny. So you're going to get scrutinized. Things that go on, people are going to be scrutinizing others. Like it's getting down to the point where nobody can trust anybody in this fucked up society. So don't take any chances about, if somebody's going to scrutinize you, make sure you're there to hear it. Make sure that they have their information correct, because a lot of people like to just run their mouths and just cause chaos for other people, which I don't think that you're doing that, Rochelle, but I think there might be somebody coming through in regards to possibly being that kind of energy. So we're going to get down to the actual spread itself, and we're going to go through these cards now to help you better understand. I don't like wearing these little spectacles, but they help. Okay, so card number one. So this little guy here. This card, the card in this position offers trust in your inherent knowing without the real need for external confirmation. The animal depicted in this card banishes fear, confusion, darkness, and despair. It heralds a time of courage, strength of mind, and clarity, and trust in your intuition. Okay, so that's a lot to do with your personal aspects of your life, right? Um, so you got your personal protection. So now you've got that settled. You got that all taken care of. You've got that kind of put in the back of your mind. Then you have card number two. The animal returns us to the moment of life when we first experienced true wisdom, clarity, and passion. The time when we believed we knew everything and viewed the world as a place of complete trust and experience or expectations. This animal demonstrates how to best reclaim your sacred power or your sacred time of power. And it's through wisdom that you're going to gain it back. We always sometimes we end up having to go through like a session of spiritual awakening, whether it be in our sleep or when we're dreaming, which I used to get a lot of mine. But allowing it to just flow, like let the floodgates open, when you go to sleep, allow whatever messages are meant to happen to come in through your dreams. It's a neutral territory as well as, when you do your meditative state as well. Um, but it's the wisdom that you're going to carry, that you're going to, move forward with every time, right? And then, the snake, the transformation. The transformation can't happen unless you're the willing party that the transformation is meant for. All right, so card number three, the animal invites us to journey with, to know our own spirit and so trust our own judgment. This animal guides us to speak with self-trust, self-reliance, and self-acceptance. And that's the snake. So transformation, being acceptable, but knowing that you can let it go and it doesn't have to stay stuck to you for the rest of your life, right? You're changing, your transformation, your skin's going to come off. Not literally, but like the energy personal personal state is going to feel like your skin's crawling off when you actually enter into a more spiritual understanding. So then we have card number four, and the animal demonstrates the lessons that we have successfully mastered, or those that we might want to explore deeper, or complete our understanding of who we are and what we are here to, what we are to become. You know, in the dolphin is actually a very knowledgeable animal. It's retrainable. You know, it's able to, you know, take what it needs to understand, on a very limited, like a limited amount of, you know, brain cells, I guess, because their brains aren't very big. But you know, they're retrainable. You can make, you know, make. Did you hear that? I just hate that guy with his car. I knew that was coming too. But you know, to what you become, you know, so you made the transformations from the snake. Now you get to sit back and see what you know, there is all out there to offer. Like you're out on a journey stage now, in your life, where you want to, you know, kind of get hooked in with people that are like-minded, that can help you in the situations when you get kind of bogged down, or kind of kerfuffled about something that you've come across. You know, you're more than welcome to bring it here if you want to talk about it and get a better understanding about it. I'm sure that we all have great wisdom that we can share with each other, for the sake of, you know, spiritual growth for all of us. And we're here to help. We're just here to offer one hand for another hand, you know, and that's what it's going to take. You know, one hand at a time. You know, we could be holding hands all around the world at the same time. That would probably, you know, send us to the moon and back. You know, that long line. Um, So yeah, so and then you have the little mouse. The scrutiny that's going to come down when you, just acknowledge it as that. I wouldn't, be stressing too much on, you know, who they're expressing these, scrutinizing your work, or whatever. Somebody's always looking over your shoulder, seeing if you're doing the right thing, if you're slacking, or you know what I mean. Like you really don't need to have, you know, a trainer following you around all day long to tell you how to eat, how to walk, where to shit, when to pee. You know, and you're quite capable of doing this on your own, right? So the card number 5, the animal demonstrates how you may develop the skills needed to lead your people to a place of greatness. How can you impress others and strive for greatness, deepen their connection to the ancestors, and heal their past and their families? The animal will try to help you take responsibility for your own life. Your role is the world, and your duty as a teacher and a wise one. It offers maturity and wisdom, and a medicine that comes from a very deep place. Right. So you know, you got an amazing rate. You've got very strong, animals coming through, very powerful, you know, in their own way. You know, like the snake has like striking power. You know, the dog has speed and agility. You know, the little mole, you know, just companionship. You know, then you have the dolphin that, you know, can warn you of things that are dangers that are lurking around as well. They pick up on the vibration or the tones in the sound waves. And we have this poor little mouse trying to hold on for dear life, right? So we got this little guy just scrutinizing everything, but you know, he's not doing it very well because he's going to fall down. He's going to fall. He's not going to be able to hold on to that branch forever. And see, look at him. He's trying to hold on for dear life to get, you know, whatever details he can get so he can be scrutinizing every single thing that you do. So just notice that, you know, you have somebody like that is in your circle, which is unfortunate. But you know, personal protection to scrutiny, I think you can cover it, all of that, for yourself in between, right? No problem. And don't forget your willpower. Your willpower is your main goal. Be checkful and be watchful on your willpower and how much you're using, you know, energy wise. And ask yourself, do you really need to spend that much energy on, you know, going grocery shopping and spending, you know, 2 hours walking around and you know, just enjoying the scenery, you know? So okay. So yeah. So you know, if there's any clarification that you need, if something pops up that you know is in correlation to the reading that we did, feel free to mention it to me. Even if you get like good results, like a lot of people I do predictions for as well, in the direction of love, and we've got a few people that are moving, based on the information that I was able to receive for them at the time that I received it was perfect divine timing. This one's bad. Okay. See, I don't get to see the chat. Sorry. I don't get to see the chat because it goes by so fast. Let me see if I can get it to stay. Okay. Hmm. So who is you're most welcome, Michelle. Anytime you need to come by and you can make a donation to PayPal ahead before you want to come in and have a reading. The prices are in the description box. Um, or if you're, kind of short on funds, let me know and I can, kind of counterbalance it some way or another for my books, for the oracle readings that I do give. I do have to keep track of how many I'm doing a day and who I'm doing, and there's a lot of details that you have to, kind of catalog after, right? So I need to find a smoke. Hang on one sec. I thought I had one up here. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Found it. Yee. Okay. I'm gonna kill one of these lights. We don't need like 50 million lights in here. There we go. Ow, my arm is really sore still. I really have a sore arm still. So here we are sitting well, it's 7:15 already. Wow. Today went by really quick. It went by fast. I woke up at like it was probably about 6, 7 o'clock this morning. I slept for a couple hours and that was it. But yeah, I'm just very happy about it though. Oop. Let me get a little candle. Alright. Here we go. Oh, Def Leppard. I wouldn't mind hearing, some dirty laundry or something, but, I can't play it while I have this recording. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, so you guys are... Oops. There you go. I don't know why it flipped around there. So we have the radio going on, so if YouTube wants to give me a copyright strike, then take it up with the radio station, because it is on the radio, and I do have it playing in my house, which I should be able to have the right of listening to what I want. But it can't be on video, so hopefully it's down enough that we won't have that problem. But they always say, don't worry about it, there's nothing you can really do about it if it's coming through, obviously, a radio station or something. Right? Alright, so, what's going on the other side here? So I don't know who's next. Oh my god, you guys are like backing, you guys are just like booking them right, left, and center for me, aren't you? Oh my gosh. Actually, dance, you're after one more person. Me? Okay, so dance hall, chada chada. Chada. Chada chada? Okay, so Chianti's first, mostly. Okay, I know I haven't done a reading for you in a while, my dear. Oh, my eyes itchy. Okay. Maybe there's something I'm supposed to be paying attention to when I'm looking through the eye. Alright, so we're going to do a reading for you mostly. Right of listening to what I want, but it can't be on video, so hopefully it's down enough that we won't have that. Not even time zone mine out. What's going on? Why is it so stalled out here? Okay, maybe this one will be better. By watching. Okay, so I'm just trying to get my stream kind of figured out here, because if it's lagging that bad, I'll know to kind of go a little bit slower so it's not picking up on too much of the motion that it can't keep up to, right? Because we're vibrating so fast, it's hard for YouTube moderators to be able to, and not my moderators still on my channel and stuff, but the actual YouTube monitors that seem to think that as soon as a person does a live video, there's always going to be a YouTube person there to make sure that it's within these guidelines every time, right? All right, so who am I doing? Okay, so I am doing it for Chianti. But they always say, don't worry about it, there's nothing Oh, see, that just clicks right on for some reason. Why? It just clicks right in. Ah, annoying, annoying, annoying. No, 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 no. People are crazy? No. Our governments are crazy. Okay, where is... Oh my god. This is just gonna drive me nuts. I'm not even gonna pay attention to the chat. Okay. So, I'm just gonna get an idea of who I'm reading for. So I'm reading for Keontae, and what messages you have for Keontae, please, Spirit, that can be given to her, for her guidance, for her questions that she may have, that she's not quite sure how to handle. If there's messages for that, how to, better balance her energy, and look after herself with her energy levels, to be in the safe zone and not to be, put into unpredictable or awkward moments. Right? So, okay. Alright, so let's see what the cards have in store for you, Miss Chianti. It's been a while since we've seen you, though. It's been a little while. Okay, so it's... Alright. No cards yet, eh? Okay, come on, cards. Knock, knock, anybody home?
Alright, so, what's going on the other side here?
Oh, see, it just pops in when it wants to pop in. So we're gonna just mute everything on this side.
So I don't know who's next. Oh my god, you guys are like back in... You guys...
Okay, so I can't have that one going. I can't have the sound on it. Okay, no sound. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so I spy with my little eye something that is...
So I don't know who's next.
Called Chianti. Okay. My eyes are really itchy. I don't know why I get like that. I think it's the actual makeup that I use. I buy a different one. Alright, so there we go. We got some cards for you. We got your 4 cards. So we're going to take the last one. That's going to be the outcome card. Thank you, Spirit. Your bottom of the deck energy is the King of Swords.
Oh my god, you guys are...
See, I can't handle that. I can't. I'm gonna close it. So I can't even pay attention to chat. I don't have it. Okay. Okay, so then we have your first card, Chianti, is the
like,
Ten of Swords.
You guys are just like booking them right left
Then you
and
have
center, aren't you?
the 6... Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm closing
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Yeah, we're closing those ones. Okay. And then you have the 6 of Cups. There's 2 little energies here, almost like your twin energy is revealing itself to you, and you guys are getting along quite well. This is like a younger version, like a younger version of the masculine and feminine, like very younger, like preschool kind of days back there. And they're just chilling, they're hanging out, playing with Mother Earth and doing what kids do, right? And then we have the shadow side. So shadows are most interesting. They are definitely the most interesting that I've ever had to deal with. Very gentle ones. I've never had to run into one that's been aggressive or anything like that. But if you believe into the paranormal and you've had experiences with it, then you know what happens when light beings come and light up everything. That's what the light workers are doing on the first set, or the first wave or something. They said that that's underway, right? So then you're definitely enjoying what you have in front of you right now. Like you're enjoying the friendship that you're making. You guys are having fun playing in like the sandbox or whatever you're doing, getting dirty, and having a good time. You're teaching her how to dig holes, and she's probably teaching you how to kiss boys, or back to that youthful energy that you have missed. It's time to go and be a child for a little while and just live. Get that feeling of wanting to just go and free and do what you want when you want to do it, because you're an adult now. You can get away with it, right? So you don't have to answer to anybody in that manner. So the shadows are they can't exist if there's light. Okay, so shadows don't exist, but they do exist. Like, when the sun's shining, you cast a shadow. They say that when you end up casting a shadow, and when you are actually out on a sunny day and you don't see your shadow, then cause for a little bit of looking around and see what's going on around you. This is I don't know if it's a wives' tale or not, but I've never experienced it myself, but apparently there's been people that have experienced it. So if you end up seeing like black masses, shooting up from underneath the floorboards into your president, and then you see them move and they disappear, they're not there for you. They're not there for anything to do with you. They're in, they're out. That's it, right? They're on their job. They know what they have to do, and they get moving when they have to get going. Um, so that could be an energy that manifests up, wanting to do the better good. So he's off to help somebody, or set the angels, and they do things like this. Like it's hard to put them into like a body form. For me, I can't picture them in body form. I can't. It's just energy flowing around like a sphere of white light, spinning in the air, and just going, zoop, 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 and going wherever it has to at a drop of a dime. Like we should be, healthy, and doing the drop of the dime too as well. Um, cut you off right here. So then you have your Nine of Wands. So you're coming to completion. Like you have definitely been through the cleansing stages, and you're trying to let go of things, and you're walking away from things that you used to matter to you, that you're willing to let go of. Like you're walking away, you've got your one wand in your hand, and you said, okay, I'm ready, I'm good, this is all I need. I'm grateful for everything I did have an opportunity of experiencing for 2018, and any time up until that point. So now you get to manifest into a new year, and you're learning that because you had the Magician card showing up in the overall general reading that I did earlier. So yeah, so you are just you're gonna be rocking it. You just know what to do, and it's gonna come natural to you. You'll just be like, oh wow, I didn't think it was gonna be that hard. And things are gonna seem like they were like cakewalks, walks in the park. Just easy to do. And you're stressing over really not a whole lot of anxiety should have been spent into that. But how are we supposed to know the answer to life's most mysterious question? Is there life after death? I think there's life after death. The world keeps moving. There's life there. And life still is going on, whether I'm dead or you're dead, or whoever has passed away. You know, it's still going to move on. It's still going to move. Regardless whether we're going to stand still in it or actually put forth, our contributions back to society for the sake of us being able to continue down our path and work with a little bit more high, our heads a little bit hot, holding our heads a bit higher than what we were before. Like we're getting more confidence within ourselves. We're becoming more understanding of what we require as a human being, and not settling for anything less than what you deserve, right? So that's the main message for tonight. um, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the rest of the readings. I am like exhausted. I only got a few hours sleep, but I'm going to write their name down in my little book here, and because my stomach's actually feeling kind of not well. So I really don't want to be sitting here when if something comes up. Anyways, um, so I'm gonna write it down because I might have to take like a quick break, or you guys can just kind of hang here and let me get something to put in my stomach here before I end up getting sick, and then we can. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I can still phone. Okay. I gotta make a phone call too before it gets too late. But I'm just gonna maybe I'm gonna call this stream for now, and then I'll start another one after because I'm not sure if I really want to do it the balance of the stream right now. Right. So, but I'm gonna do as many as I can for now. I'm gonna get the whatever ones I can get pumped out. Then I'm gonna do them. So we'll do yeah, my right at the center of my back is like somebody threw like a fireball at the back of my thing, and I just felt the pinch happen, and it was like ow. So maybe somebody was throwing me a nice fire ice ball or something. Thought it would be funny. Okay. I'm gonna get the ashtray. Oh. Alright. One second. Can't find my gravel pill. Oh. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna do what we can. So we'll try to get through as many as we can here. I don't want to have people, saying that they're going to get readings done. So I'm going to pick the next person here. All right. See, I'm here. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I'm starting by beginning. Thank you for my reading. You're most welcome, Keontae. I'm sorry it wasn't more in depth than I'm usually at liberty to give, because I'm not, you know, in a position to be able to give so much information away for free. It doesn't work that way, and I have to be very selective of the one readings that I do. Um, you know, hey, don't worry about me, Daisy. I can handle it. If anything, I just drink some more water. Maybe that'll settle it down, like it has been helping. So who are we doing next? And then getting that harsh pressure pain in the back was really bizarre. I never felt anything like it before. So how many? Yeah, it just kind of hit me. It was like somebody threw something at me spiritually. And got hit in the back. You know, I don't know. I'm not worried. I'm not too concerned. Um, See, and the song is saying, "I want to just sit and wait for the pain to wear off." Timing is just impeccable. I tell you, Spirit's timing for putting things into place in your life at that given moment it just dumbfounds me that that it's real. You know what I mean? Talking about pain in our backs and stuff, and then it says, well, sit back and wait for the pain to go away. We'll be sitting for a while here. You know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know. It boggles my mind sometimes. It really does. Um, so I don't know who's next, but I'm not going to, whoever is next, I'm going to start your reading. So if you're here next, or nobody's here, can you ask nobody to take your place? It might be more beneficial. Right? Cool. So, okay, so dance. Yeah, you guys have got me booked like, oh wow. Let's see what we get for you. Alright, let's see what we get out of the cards for you today. Dance. I'm just going to call you Dance, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to, read that long name formation right now. Alright, here we go. We're going to cut the cards. Alright. Can we get a card? We got 2 cards, 3 cards. Okay. Seems like we're doing 3-card readings, which normally cost $10.10. If you are like getting readings from me, a 3-card reading like this would cost you $10.10, or 10.01 or something like that. So these, which is easy, it's. I think it's a very good price for them. Whereas some people got them jacked up way too hard. So you don't have all your cups in a row. Your gifts, so that you are kind of turning everything upside down. Be careful what you're manifesting. Again, be careful, because these are very important things that have gone on in your life, and you don't want to lose any grasp of them. Your enlightenment stage has now hit a second, kind of wave as to wake up, see what's going on around you, and it's open, like it's showing the fire sign's mind is opening. So, and that's what I think of when I look at this card is like somebody's head just kind of got opened here, and it just opened, and there was, you know, little robots running inside our head or something, trying to keep us, sound and everything else. Um, but I feel that it's more based on your internal mechanisms and the stress that you put yourself under when you're trying to deal with situations that really have either no correlation to meaning or meaning to you, but you still want to offer your help. But that's when you're spending too much energy on others and not getting anything spiritually back, right? You're just getting um, struck down, and struck down until you have nothing left to give. And then there's nobody there to help you pick up the pieces, that's for sure. And then you got the star card. So wishes are being granted. You're starting the new year with good intentions. You're going to find balance. You could be interacting with a water sign come next month, February 2019, could very well bring you towards a situation or a person that you've been kind of wishing for and wanting to manifest sooner, but it hasn't been able to be manifested until the actual kind of the balance of all the ingredients was there, right? So yeah, so you're feeling a little bit, you know, sexual, like you've got it all unlocked type energy. You know that your sexuality can be a very um, dangerous thing for um, us women, because if we end up being flirty and the person makes a move on us, they take it as an invite, right? So be careful how you're interacting with people. Like she's standing in the middle of a field naked, pouring water out into the ground, right? So I don't think you'd be walking around naked going, look at me, I can, walk around naked, blah, 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 whatever. But the wishes are being granted, and they all are, everything is coming into alignment for the transformation period to start for you guys. Um, I don't see I don't see anything um, in the near future going wrong. I'll say that much. But if you're not careful, you may end up losing your 7 of Cups, right? And everything that you put into them. So make sure that's something that you want to chance or rest with your energy, or somebody asking you to do something. Think before you act is what I'm getting. Think before you act. Don't let other people's suggestions or experiences, kind of coerce you into doing, the wrong things. So you're trying to find balance. You got the 10 of Pentacles, and then you have the Death card. Okay, so we definitely know that you are going to have to go through the motions completely. You can't just jump over to say, I want to go and hang out with the 6 of Cups because I want answers. You can't say, oh, I want to go and hang out with the Knight of Pentacles because I want to go ride the back of his horse. You know what I mean? Like, just silliness, and not taking it serious. You're not taking it serious enough. And that's maybe why things are, kind of been turned upside down, because you're not putting your whole heart into it. And Spirit doesn't do a half-assed job. It does the job that it was requested to do. And, we're supposed to be at the other side, thanking Spirit, saying, thank you for guiding me into this direction, or guiding me to a different direction. We're not thankful enough to Spirit, because that's what is all around us, is Spirit energy. And it's hard to put into words, but it's like, you know, if you really sit back, okay, sit back in your chair. I want you to just try something. Okay, so you're sitting back in your chair. Can you see yourself, except for, your hands and stuff, you can see. But what happens with information once it comes, like, curtain, you know what I mean? Like, the veil is right here. And people, are sitting on that veil, seeing what's going on, and they still just sit there, right? Like, I don't understand why there's no movement, or why people are being so fearful of the devil, or even the Death card showing up. New beginnings, new experiences are needing to come through, and you cannot stop them. You cannot put yourself on, or your life on hold while you pick up the pieces for someone else. It doesn't work that way. From the moment you took your first breath, you were already on the stage, on your way to dying, because that's what the end of the root is death, the worst part, right? So make sure you're looking after yourself. Be very careful of who you're interacting with, because we do have a lot of reverse energy. So it might be slingshotting itself back to you now from the energy that you put out. Um, so yeah, just be wary of who is maybe eyeing you up, like the lovers. You have the lovers back here in the background, and you have grandma or grandpa up here with the new babe, and you've got the dog to alert whenever anything goes wrong, which he does a pretty good job at doing. But the end of all of situations are definitely being stopped and completed. You don't have to work on them anymore, any more than you want to, right? So if you want to just let it go and just let the universe kind of deal it out to wherever it needs to go, then maybe just turn everything over to the universe. Turn your willpower over to the universe for a day or two and see what happens. And definitely, because you're trying to balance your life here, right here. There's, the future. You're trying to balance everything that you have, and you do have, so much support for this Ten of Cups to make that transition out of that whole experience. Right? It wasn't maybe the best one. The best experience for you, like relationship wise. So it had to come to an end. Regardless, it had to come to an end. You know, the angels have spoken, and so have the spirits of the, I don't know if you want to call it underworld. I wouldn't call it an underworld. Purgatory, where they are all sitting there waiting to get through, waiting for the next bus ride up to, Timbuktu. So, and don't let anybody take that spirit away from you. Like, mine has been taken through a little bit of a situation where I'm being limited now because I'm having to take medication because my third eye is open, and just being, bizarre things that happen that, I am able to just blurt out. But people don't understand that. So I'm still actually shocked that I'm able to read cards as good as I still can, without having to feel anything, right? So, oh, so what else is there? I think that's pretty much it. Goodness. All right. So I don't know who's next for the reading. I didn't want to get too personal into that Q&A. I don't even know who I'm on right now. Who's on first? Tom is on third. I want to know where I am. I'm still in the pitcher's mound trying to throw a fucking speedball here at the fucking players that's standing down there with the bat in his hand, and I can't even throw the ball. Okay. Am I a sumo Finnish? No, I'm not. This is my partner's Finnish. He's very white. But no, I'm not a whatever you call them over there. I don't know what the hell. Sumomi?
Soulmine.
No, Sunumi.
Swarmy?
Yeah, that's...
Swarmy, Finland. That's their capital. It's like Helsinki, Swarmy.
Oh.
So it's like Ottawa and Toronto.
Oh, that's where you got it from. I didn't even notice. See? I wasn't paying attention.
Soulmine is a Finlander.
Oh. Okay, well, I learned something new today. All right, so let's get these cards going. Let's get these readings out so that I can go and have a rest and have something to eat, make some dinner. I could use a little fruit cup burst. That would be nice.
I gotta roll here in like really 2 minutes.
Huh? You have to go get that heat gun settled?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's see what the cards have for the story for today. I don't know who I'm doing this now for. Don't know who the reading I'm doing this for right now. We're gonna pull some cards and just read. So whoever's next in line, you better get up here and start paying attention, because I don't want to repeat myself any more than I have to. Oh, yeah. So there you go. Whoever is next is waiting for something to be arriving. You're looking for your delivery will be a bit delayed. I think the delivery has been kind of a little bit on the slowpoke side. So if you're waiting for something, you're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer for Spirit to actually figure out where and how to get it to you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm just bugging you guys. I'm just rambling on. No, but you've got your 301s. You are waiting for someone to come save the day or come and rescue you with your situation that you got yourself in. So you're needing somebody to kind of pull you out of maybe a blunder that you had with yourself or with another person, right? So you're looking for somebody to come and save you, get you off this godforsaken island type thing. You know what I mean? Like you have the urgency of wanting to just move away and just get moving farther away. But I do see a move coming with this card. There's definitely going to be movement. Um, you know, but you just have to be patient at the same time. Patience is a virtue as well. So if you're, kind of being anxious about, the new home or, how things are going to work out, that you're getting closer and closer to the deadline of receiving keys to your new house type thing, right? Or you could be on the lookout for a place to live and being put under pressure of not being able to find one may also be maybe weighing down on you right now. But you're adamantly going to stand in that position and make sure that everything is completed the way it should be done, and that's good looking out. Like that's a good energy and a positive workforce habits that that you've got implemented for yourself. But I do feel that whatever you're waiting for is going to need some time to actually make the journey. Their spirit isn't maybe strong enough, so this could be, a partner that you fell in love with or something. But you're looking out past, past what your eyes can see and trying to see what is in the best interest and what is the best way to go about, dealing with your eyesight, and getting that laser treatment, definitely. Okay. So we got 3 cards as well again, and we got the Tower moment for you as well, but it's in the reverse. And then we have the Ace of Swords right next to it. So there's something that you have done with your pentacles. It has to do with something to do with your pentacles that you're kind of standing back from, and it's almost like somebody's coming and fetching it, like it's actually showing its value, like they're starting to gain value, and the Tower moment isn't going to have to happen because you understand how this Pentacles thing. You're still sitting there with your hands on the shovel, wondering what to do next, because this is all new to you. This whole journey is new. But you have the Tower moment in reverse, so it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I just feel that you're falling, you're floating upwards now because you're becoming a lighter being. You're letting a lot of old bombarded bullshit or experiences, I should say, to alleviate, to let them go, and just let them go. Like, you don't really need to carry anything with you wherever you go. I carry like a backpack with a couple of things of clothes in it. Hit a laundry every couple of months. You'd probably be actually content just living, kind of in that, kind of lower grade situations. But we get caught up in those moments too, right? And the energy doesn't want to always move forward, right? Yeah, no, I can, so long as I'm not getting over anxious in regards to it, then yeah, I think I should be. I just need to get something in my tummy.
Sorry, I'll fucking help.
I'm just gonna grab something for you guys.
Do you want me to grab something?
What?
I'm gonna grab.
Oh, Shelly, you need the whole bowl.
Huh? I need the whole bowl.
Yes, you did.
Well, I'll get something on this. Come on, I don't need 100 years to fucking do all of it, man. Percolate.
Okay, so I'm gonna have some cantaloupe here. I had to put something in my stomach. My stomach just feels rank. hmm So I'm just gonna nibble some cantaloupe here. Cantaloupe is good for you. You know that? Mm. Yeah, I definitely should eat more. So back, so back to your reading. Um, the impatience that you're feeling over this, whether it be like something that you've ordered and it has to come through overseas for delivery, or if you're waiting for your ship to come in, but you're waiting for something to happen, and you're getting impatient while you're waiting. Um, when you don't have a lot of patience with things, um, like you're not too content with the situation at the current state. Like you've got your hands on the thing, and you're wondering, well, what the hell is the purpose of this? Why do I have to do this? And why am I doing it? Like, do I not have something better to do than sit here and look after plants and bushes and doing, cosmetic kind of, you know, balancing, right? But you have an ace of swords. After the upward spin of the tower, maybe the bottom is falling out. Maybe you're going to have a fall out with someone, as far as that's concerned. That it could be a falling out, meaning it's going to hit rock bottom, and that's going to be it. So maybe this Ace of Swords is proof that the new beginning from that relationship is going to come, and here's your first sign. Right here is the Ace of Swords. So new direction anyway in regards to the relationship. That relationship that was happening probably wasn't one in your best interest. Okay. Mm. Sorry guys, I just got to put something even a little bit here. So that's definitely it. Well, so if you want more insight, make a donation. I can continue on with your reading. And somebody can put it into the chat for me, please. Again, always run that kind of every couple minutes. Let people know they can make their donation prior to the reading, and it makes it a lot more easier. Than hearing, oh, I'll pay you later, or I don't have anything right now, but um, I don't have a way to get it to you. There's lots of ways I can get it to be sent. And so the rule is, if you've had one done, one free reading is all you get as a free trial run. Um, you can try and get more free trial runs, but I highly doubt that that'll happen. I'm keeping track of everybody that I do readings for, and not going to take too kindly to people kind of abusing that privilege. Where my pen went? So I just gotta. I'll just have to do it later. That's no problem. I'm sorry. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more readings because I'm pushing already an hour and 53 minutes. So if I can only do one, it would be perfect, because then I would finish just at, the 10-minute mark, or the 2-hour mark. So who am I reading for? Is there anybody still here in chat that wants a reading that you had written down on the list at all? Or, I don't know. Okay. Adam, Saren, Cassandra. I'll put your questions in and see which one is going to get it. Okay, so now you guys are shooting your questions, okay? Um, this is going to be very simple, very, you know, it's not going to give you a lot of information. It'll give you enough information to get started, but it won't be enough information to implement anything. Um, you only get like 5 minutes, which I should have my timer going on. Totally forgot about that. Okay. Maybe that's what I should be doing, spending less time on it. Okay. Okay. Let's get some things going here. Alright. So now we're working. Alright. So now that I broke away from that whole connection from everybody at the room, I'm able to, kind of connect myself to my higher self without all the bombarding energy around. I just had to kind of leave my space here to be able to, get through the other side. Alright. So this reading is for all. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Okay, so we're gonna draw cards. Oh, we got the Four of Pentacles. We're gonna do a jump card. What's going on here? What is this? Why is this person pouting on the front step of someone's home? Did they get, kind of the bum rush or the shitty end of the stick? I may say sometimes happens with that energy. Not allowing people into your personal space when, you have so much of value. Oh, Christ. Okay, every time I say I don't want more cards, they give me more cards. Okay, I'm not taking them. I don't want a long reading here. This is not what I asked for tonight, Spirit. You know that I only do readings for a limited amount of time and by donation, and when I'm not getting my donations for the readings that I'm doing, or even, kind of a show of, support in any such way, it doesn't come. So from this point forward, it's going to be very selected. This is going to probably be the last time that I do any free readings. On this video will be the last chance you'll be able to ever get a free reading video from me for the next little while. And we'll see how things go. People want the information because of the accuracies there. Then, you should pay for your membership and be able to have access to me all the time. Don't you think that would make more sense? And coming in asking for free readings continuously, I'm not a free agent, so think about that, right? Some of us are barely getting by, and some people are, Okay, I'm going to stop right here before I go on with your reading. If this is a problem for people that cannot wait their turn, and you decide to go and take a jaunt off of the channel when your name's going to be called, then I have to sit around waiting for time for you to show up, to come back. And I'm tired. I'm not feeling well today, and yeah, this is just, this is not the energy vibration that I like having around me. People needs to be aware of that, right? That your energy is affecting my energy. Even if you get snarky at people, or you basically tell them to go F himself or whatever you chose to say to him at that point, it's not very good energy that comes back, and it sucks. Okay. So in regards to this Four of Pentacles that's sitting on the front door like your stoop, why is he there? What does he want? Is he there to offer you a gift? He's holding on to very tightly, so maybe something as far as security-wise is not sitting with him well now. And maybe he's learning to hear about it He's seeing it for what it is. Okay, and then you have the Ten of Cups. So finishing, crossing the finish line. Maybe this could be a finish line as far as your marriage going, that extra mile together and having all these great things coming into your life, you know, and being there to receive them. You know, like you have to be there to receive them. So but you don't have to hold so tight. Like your pinnacles are yours. Nobody can take them from you if you are guarding them well enough. It's like money. You know where you're gonna you can go and put them and bury them and keep them. Hidden from others. Because if they find out you have all these pinnacles, maybe somebody might be getting the idea of trying to set up a robbery, or you know what I mean, like just being aware of things like that happen. People to happen to find out stuff that you have money or whatever, and they want to have a better plan for you. You know what I mean? And it's not a plan that you want to be traveling, right? It won't be that plan. It'll be you'll be the scum on the shoe, and you'll be working basically under them, So if that's suitable for you to do, then have at her. But it's not for me. It's not something that I want. So coming to an ending, like you're crossing the finish line with something, in a good sense. You both worked hard at getting to this finish line, and you want to cross it together, right? So cross the line together. Get married, have fun, enjoy having kids. If you don't have any kids now, then you definitely are going to have some children showing up in your life. Um, so with that, I'm going to have another bite of my cantaloupe. This cantaloupe is really, really hard. I didn't really take, I guess, the right fork or right spoon to, ball melon my melon. Um, what else is there? So if you happen to see somebody messing with somebody like that, always just kind of draw attention to the person, and usually if they're doing something stupid, they usually will end up when everybody's looking. Um, what else? I'm just sitting back relaxing. My stomach is like sore, and my back hurts. I'm sitting here. Okay, so the next person is the last person. I mean, I can always come back later and come back to it another day when it's you know yeah. So I've got all my stuff up to date. I'm getting it slowly updated. Uh, but I'm actually getting exhausted. I could fall asleep here right now. That. That's how bad my energy goes from here to here and back up to here again, then down to here. That's what happens when you're bipolar. You're never in one spot or not in one frame of mind at any given time, right? And it's difficult. You get the manic part where you're just like just high on life in general, and all giddy and everything else, and then all of a sudden you hit a crash. Crash energy comes through, and you just kind of derail like a train, right? Derailing. All right, so I'm gonna call this adios for now. Maybe I'll come back a bit later, but I really need to eat something here. I can't just live on little bits of water of honeydew melon or whatever you call it, cantaloupe. All right, so I will probably pop on. Give me like an hour. Okay, so I'm gonna call it toodles for now. I'll be back. Give me an hour. Let me have something to eat. Make some dinner, and then we will. I'll be back. I need to get something to eat. So I will talk to you guys in an hour or so.